If I could get in a time machine and take myself back to myself as an adolescent, and I would probably try to talk to that inner child that was hurting, and I would tell him that he's enough, that he's good enough, he doesn't have to impress anybody, that loving himself is okay. It was something that I said I would never do, and all it takes is one instance, just try this, and everybody, it looks glamorous, it looks fun, everybody's, having fun, they're drinking beer, they're doing a line, or they're taking a Percocet, and, well, okay, sure, once, I'll just do it once, but you've told yourself all along that you'd never do it, or you might not ever do it, but you make that exception, that allowance one time, and it can be a very slippery slope. I wasn't looking for an escape, but it was an escape, and I loved it. It was a freedom, it was liberating. I felt like I could be myself, but I was using ketamine, GHB, ecstasy, meth, to name a few. I thought that I could control my addiction, if you will, and there's no controlling it. Either I address it, or it's going to control me, which is ultimately what happened. I got a job in a pharmacy, which is what my first gig, my first career, if you will, and I started stealing painkillers, and I would steal painkillers from the pharmacy, and I would go down the hallway into the bathroom and crush it up on the back of the toilet and snort it. And that is the transference of one addiction to another, one drug to another. So the pharmacy got investigated, and I had a moment of clarity when I sat down with West Metro Drug Task Force, because things could have got really bad because of one silly mistake, one decision to start taking painkillers from the pharmacy, and I couldn't stop myself. I know I have an addictive personality, but I also know that opiates, they get their hooks in you very quickly. It's such euphoria, and it's not a sustained euphoria. It will go away, and it will be terrible. Withdrawal is awful, side effects are awful, and the only way to relieve that is more. And it's the same idea with heroin. It was basically, I was taking it so that I wouldn't get sick. I knew it wasn't right. I also felt trapped, because I still wanted to have that sense, that illusion of control, that I was still in control. And it wasn't, and this is going to sound, it's the paradox and it's cliche, but only in giving away that illusion of control did I get control. By submitting my will and accepting suggestions from people that have been there before, that knew more than I did. So I allowed myself to be vulnerable, and I did a lot of hard work. The last year has been a lot of hard work, and it's remarkable. Nothing short of a miracle, truly. I am in long-term sustained recovery, 14 months, and that's the longest that I've been sober since I was 19. We're all in this together, and everybody's trying to overcome something.